Sung Jingwoo and Kim Doksja trek across the endless dunes of Alzara, their silhouettes dwarfed by the shimmering crescent veil that slices the sky like a silver blade. The art is pure manhwa magic, crisp lines, golden sands swirling in the wind, and the veil's eerie glow casting long shadows. Jingwoo, the 19-year-old wanderer with amber eyes and a dusty scurf, grips his curved dagger, his satchel heavy with the weight of his journal and the map from Yanhwa's chief, Cha Yanwu. Dokja, 17, with her braided black hair and crescent pendant, strides beside him, her staff slung across her back. Her fierce gaze scans the horizon, but a close-up reveals a flicker of doubt. She's left her village behind for a path unknown. The desert hums with an unnatural stillness, and a text box captures Jingwoo's thoughts. The starlit ruins are close, but the sand feels alive, watching us. Their journey is tense, the art alternating between wide shots of the vast desert and tight panels of their faces, Jingwoo's stoic resolve clashing with Dokja's restless energy. The map points to the starlit ruins, a place of ancient secrets tied to the veil. But the path is treacherous, marked by jagged rocks and shifting sands. Dokja breaks the silence, her voice sharp. "You didn't tell me everything back in Yanhwa, did you? That vision? What did you see?" Jingwoo's eyes darken, but he deflects. "You're here for answers too. Let's find them first." The banter is electric, their chemistry sparking like a manhwa duo destined for greatness. But Dokja's crescent pendant pulses faintly, unnoticed, hinting at secrets yet to unfold. The mood shifts as the desert grows ominous. A panel shows vulture-like creatures circling above, their eyes glowing red like the raiders from episode 1. The art zooms in on Jingwoo's hand tightening around his dagger, his instincts screaming danger. Suddenly, the ground trembles and a massive sand vortex erupts, forcing them to dive behind a rock. The art is chaotic, swirling sands, jagged lines, and a deafening roar as the storm takes shape. From its heart emerges a colossal beast, its body a mix of sand and shadow, with glowing red eyes and claws like obsidian blades. The creature's design screams solo-leveling vibes, its form shifting like liquid sand. Dokja grips her staff, muttering, "This isn't natural." Jingwoo's response is a grim smirk. Nothing in this desert is. The fight is a manhwa masterpiece. Jingwoo moves like a phantom, his dagger slicing through the beast's sandy hide, each strike sparking bursts of dark mist. Dokja weaves through the storm, her staff spinning, landing precise blows that disrupt the beast's form. A dynamic panel shows them dodging a claw swipe, sand exploding around them, with the veil's glow illuminating their silhouettes. The beast roars, its voice echoing the raider's chant from episode 1, and Jingwoo notices a dark crystal embedded in its chest, pulsing like the one Hyun Cha shattered. He dives for it, but the beast swipes, sending him crashing into a dune. Dokja leaps in, her pendant flaring with light, and lands a blow that staggers the creature, giving Jingwoo time to recover. The chapter closes with the beast retreating into the sand, its crystal dimming, and Jingwoo staring at Dokja's pendant with suspicion in his eyes. A text box reads, "That pendant, it's more than a keepsake." The art shifts to twilight, the veil's glow intensifying as Jingwoo and Dokja reach the starlit ruins. The ruins are a sprawling maze of crumbled stone towers, their surfaces etched with the same swirling patterns as Yanhwa's pillar. The air hums with energy, and the artist lingers on glowing motes, floating like fireflies, giving the scene an ethereal vibe. Jingwoo's journal is open, his sketches matching the ruins' carvings perfectly. "Here we are," he says, voice low, but his eyes betray a mix of hope and dread. Dokja's pendant pulses again, and she hides it quickly, avoiding Jingwoo's gaze. They explore the ruins, the art using tight, claustrophobic panels to build tension. Cracked statues of hooded figures line the paths, their faces eroded but eerily lifelike. A flashback hits Jingwoo, a younger him clutching his mother's circular pendant, watching her fight raiders in a similar ruin. Her voice echoes, "The veil's truth lies in the stars." The flashback ends, and Jingwoo's hand instinctively reaches for his neck, where the pendant once hung. Dokja notices but says nothing, her own thoughts heavy with her mother's words about Yanhwa's survival. Their exploration is interrupted by a new figure, Jin Mori, a wiry young man with wild hair and a cocky grin, leaning against a ruined arch. His design screams god of high school energy, athletic build, fingerless gloves, and a staff slung over his shoulder. "You two look lost," he says, twirling a small glowing orb. "These ruins eat wanderers alive." Jinglu's hand hovers over his dagger, wary, but Dokja steps forward, sizing Mori up. "You're no ordinary scavenger," she says. Mori laughs, dodging the question, and offers to guide them to the ruin's heart, for a price. "Information," he says, eyeing Jingwu's journal. "What's the veil hiding?" Before Jingwu can respond, the ground shakes again. The art explodes into action. Shadowy tendrils erupt from the ruins, lashing at the three. Mori moves like lightning, his staff a blur, while Jingwu and Dokja fight back, their teamwork sharper than before. The tendrils retreat, but a chilling laugh echoes, and a cloaked figure, Li Ki-Wong from episode 1, steps from the shadows, holding another dark crystal. His voice is cold. "You're too late, Wanderer. The veil's shadows are waking." He holds up his scarred hand and the crystal pulses as he vanishes into a burst of mist. The chapter ends with a wide shot of the ruins, glowing runes flaring across the stones, and Jingwu's voiceover. "The oath is pulling me deeper, but what's pulling him?" The trio presses deeper into the ruins, the art shifting to darker tones, blues and blacks, with the veil's light barely piercing the shadows. Mori's playful demeanor fades, revealing a sharper edge. He hints at his own stake. "The ruins took someone I cared about. I'm here to settle a score." His cryptic words mirror Jingwu's guarded nature, and Dokja's frustration grows. She's stuck between two secretive Elizas. A panel shows her pendant glowing brighter, unnoticed by the others, as they reach a massive stone door carved with a crescent symbol. Jingwu's journal holds the key, a sketch of the door's pattern with notes about a lock of will. He presses his hand to the door, and the art slows, showing his determination in a close-up of his amber eyes. The door rumbles open, revealing a chamber lit by a hovering orb of starlight. Inside, a massive mural dominates the walls, depicting the veil's creation, hooded figures wielding crystals, sealing a rift in the sky. The art is stunning, vivid colors, intricate details, and a sense of ancient power. Dokja's pendant flares and she gasps, clutching it. "This is what my mother meant. The veil isn't just a barrier, it's a cage." Before they can process the mural, the chamber shakes. A new figure emerges, Lucas, a sleek, silver-haired warrior with a longsword, his design evoking "Who Made Me Princess" elegance, but with a deadly edge. "You shouldn't be here," he says, his voice calm but menacing. "The veil's keepers don't take kindly to intruders." Mori smirks, ready to fight, but Jingwu steps forward, sensing Lucas knows more. "Who are the keepers?" he demands. Lucas's eyes flicker to Dokja's pendant, and he hesitates, a crack in his composure. The chapter climaxes with an ambush. Shadowy creatures, half human, half mist, pour from the mural, their red eyes glowing. The art is frenetic. Lucas's sword flashes, carving through enemies, Mori's staff spins, shattering mist, and Jingwu and Dokja fight back to back, their moves synchronized. Dokja's pendant unleashes a burst of light, repelling the creatures, and Lucas's eyes widen. "You're one of them," he mutters, but before he can explain, the chamber collapses, forcing them to flee. The final panel shows the orb of starlight dimming, with bold text, "To be continued." The chapter opens with the trio and Lucas taking shelter in a ruined tower, the veil's glow barely reaching them. The art is intimate, focusing on their faces lit by a small fire. Jingwu's suspicion of Lucas grows, but Dokja pushes for answers. Lucas reveals a fragment. The veil was built to seal something dangerous. The keepers protect it, but some want it broken. His gaze lingers on Dokja's pendant, hinting at her role. Mori, restless, shares his own loss. A friend taken by the ruin's shadows, driving his quest. The shared pain forges a fragile alliance, but Jingwu remains guarded, his oath weighing heavy. A flashback deepens Dokja's story. The art shifts to soft greens, showing a younger Dokja with her mother in Manhwa, learning to wield a staff. Her mother places the crescent pendant around her neck, saying, "This is your strength, Dokja. It'll guide you when the veil calls." The flashback ends with Dokja touching her pendant, its glow brighter now, and Jingwoo watching her, his own memories stirring. The chapter closes with a chilling twist. As they rest, a faint hum fills the air. The art pans to the horizon where Lee Ki-wong stands atop a dune, joined by a new figure, Chong Ming, his wild grin and blazing sword hinting at chaos. Their crystals pulse in unison, and the sandstorm from episode 1 reappears, larger and more twisted. Jingwoo's voiceover ends the episode. The shadows of the veil aren't just chasing us, they're hunting something bigger. To be continued.